Okay, so here we got this teacher that is going viral for lamenting she can't teach critical race theory, but is required to say Pledge of Allegiance. Good. I guess the governor here, it's located in Iowa, is doing the right thing. An Iowa teacher has gone viral after posting a series of TikTok videos where she slammed the state's recent ban on teaching critical race theory. Very good. Because remember, theory is theory. You know, I could have this thing maybe critical female theory, where because women have smaller heads, they have smaller brains, therefore they're less intelligent. No, I don't actually believe that, but of course somebody's going to cut that and say that that's what's happening. So saying, my governor has put in place what she believes to be ridiculous legislation, which is not. Okay, because you're a teacher, you are not an activist. Okay, in subsequent videos, Guy had complained that she, as a teacher, can no longer be an activist like she could be in the past. Well, look at your job. Your job is teacher. Your definition is teacher. It doesn't say here activist. It says here teacher. Okay, so let's look up teacher definition. Does it have anything to do with activism? A teacher, a person who teaches, especially in school. Okay, well, that's according to Bing. Let's look a little differently. Okay, and then let's look at activist. Teacher definition. Okay, same thing. All right. We're going to use Merriam-Webster. Okay. Teachers, one that teaches, especially one whose occupation is to instruct. Okay. So that's according to teacher. Let's look at activist. One who advocates or practices advocates, a person who uses support strong actions, such as public protest in support of one side. So, I guess, try and remember this. Your job is to teach. Your job is not to be an activist. If you want to be an activist, do that on your own time. Don't do that on my tax dollars. So teachers in the past, we've been activists. Hey, great. And after this show of last year, we really need to stand up and do what's right for our kids right now, she said. Yes, and doing what's right now for your kids is to teach. To give them the ability to think critically, to think about this. This is a call to action to teachers. Yeah, you want to fight for your kids? Okay, do it on your own time. Texas on insane rant. Now that she can't teach critical race theory to students. Yep, the special education teacher also said she was particularly bothered that she would have to continue reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, a comment of the duly signed component. Well, if you don't like it here, there's North Korea, Russia, China, places where Venezuela, go there. Okay. The other thing that my governor has mandated for next year is that every classroom, it's mandatory that we all have an American flag. What's that, America? Isn't that a defunct country as of 2020? Hail Fuhrer Biden. And it's mandatory that we all do the Pledge of Allegiance every morning, Gay has said. You're going to be hearing from me a lot next year. Okay? All right. So Gay told her followers that politics has been a major component of her teaching style, and she's not bashful about advertising her political ideologies. Okay, so she's going, oh, 51% of my students are Latinx. Well, guess what? The Latinos and Latinas don't like that. Okay, many of them are, no, they're not undocumented. They're illegal and they're drained on the resources. Okay, classroom science, no human is illegal. Okay, no human is illegal, but it is illegal to enter this country. What if I went into your home and just started eating food from your refrigerator? How would you feel about that? When my black students come into my classroom and see my Black Lives Matter posters, I don't need to tell them, oh, so you really want to see this? Okay, once again, I guess you do not want them to live in a safe neighborhood. You want them to get killed. Because, in my opinion, my theory is that if you have a BLM poster, you hate blacks, you don't want them to live in a safe neighborhood, and you want them gunned and shot down. When my LGBTQ plus students come in and see my pride flag, I don't need to tell them. So you're virtue signaling to your students that you are not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay. Oh, okay. Earlier in the month, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds signed 28 bills in a single day. Well, hey, at least these were bills passed by the legislature, which was voted upon by the people in the district. Unlike Fuhrer Biden, who signed more executive orders that did not go through Congress or the Senate. It's going critical race theory about labels and stereotypes, not education. Good. It teaches kids that we should judge others based on race, gender, or sexual identity rather than the content of someone's character, Reynolds said at the time. I am proud to have worked with the legislature to promote learning, not discriminatory indoctrination. Yeah, very good. So Reynolds Republican also that makes writing a felony. Who would have thought? Burning down buildings is a felony and establishes qualified immunity protecting police officers and state employees from being held responsible for monetary damages. Well, jury's still out on what I believe on that. I need to do more research on what exactly qualified immunity is. But I am also not a big fan of the cops. I once told the Tarpon Springs community about a little black boy being abused by his mother. I was told that I could not report it because I was not the victim of a crime. So I guess in Tarpon Springs you can commit murder because no one in Tarpon Springs, because how is the victim going to report that he was shot? Okay, the principal at Des Moines East High School did not immediately return. Okay, I think if she's doing activism, her contract should be terminated.